Hi guys, as you guys know, I am studying abroad right now in Paris, France, and I'm making this video for the first 2 weeks that I've been here. This is starting the third week, but I'll make a video later on about a 1-month update, plus this weekend I'll be going to Germany, so I'll make a separate video blog for that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by saying that I've already been to Paris. Last year I came in March. I was here with my cousin from Mexico. We stayed here for about 12 days, so I didn't really get to experience the full Parisian lifestyle. It was more of just coming like a tourist and, you know, Eiffel Tower and all that good stuff, and then we left. After I left Paris, I had plans to go to a different school and just do all these different things. And then I came back from Paris and I decided I had to come back. So I went home the day after my flight and I switched schools and I stayed at home to save money. And I kind of just told my parents within the next month that I decided to go study abroad. And they said, okay, thanks for letting me know. Oh well, they supported it luckily, so I thank them very much, because without them I wouldn't be here. So I didn't really do too much touristy stuff during these first 2 weeks, so it's going to be more I guess what I did, and then maybe a little bit of information as well. This is also my first YouTube video, so my program is ISA, International Studies Abroad. There's about 100 of us. And again, there's about 1 million other study abroad programs that you could use as well. But I just happened to pick this one because it was the one that best suited me for the school that I'm at and my degree and what classes I need to take and all that good stuff. So there's about 100 of us in the group, and during the first week that we got here, the first week was just mainly orientations and a bunch of long meetings and trying to get used to the time change, which was extremely difficult because I would go to sleep around 4 in the morning and I would wake up at like 2:30 in the afternoon. And so our program started having meetings around 8, 9, 10 in the morning, so it would force us to kind of get into that schedule again, which was good. It paid off, but at first it was just really hard to even want to get up. And again, during the first few weeks it was just a bunch of meetings. We got to meet the other people. That first Monday I got to move into my apartment, which I'll show you guys a little video clip of. And then I got to meet my roommate, Jessica. She's from New Jersey, and I'm from Texas. So we get along great. They got a perfect match when it came to both of us together. And so we moved in, we kind of made it our home and threw all our stuff all over the place. So now it feels a lot more homey. And I won't show you guys it right now because it's a little messy. And so after Monday, we just kind of went grocery shopping, kind of walked around the area that we were in to know where stuff was. It turns out we have like 10 supermarkets just right on our street. We also have like a creperie, sushi, Japanese food. And then if you just keep going down a few streets, or if you just go down the same street, you'll end up at everything that you need, from food to grocery stores to just regular stores to shopping, the metro. Everything is just right at the end of our street. So that was really great. So the first day, again, you know, just got to meet my roommate, got to move into our apartment, got to go buy food, or else we would starve to death. And then the next day, it was just another meeting. And then we kind of all just walked around afterwards because the office to the program is really close to the Notre Dame and Saint Michel. So we would just walk around there, and we walked inside the Notre Dame and just kind of gave a good look around. Okay, so Thursday of the first week, we had another meeting. Yay for meetings. And then later on that day, around 5-ish, we had a reception for all the spring semester students in the program, which there's 100 of us just within my program, because the programs vary by the schools that you go to. So there was about maybe another 50, I might be wrong, and the other programs. So all together, you know, there's quite a few of us. So we had one of those, and it was okay. There was free food, so yeah, it was good. And it was a bunch of French food that I didn't know, so I ate it anyway, but I only liked some of it. Not too fond of the stuff I don't know how to pronounce. But anyway, and then as me and my roommate Jessica, which we've been together basically this entire time, when we were walking out, we ran into another group of ISA students as well. And they invited us for happy hour at the corner of that street where the office is. The bar was called Long Hop. And we went, and it was Thursday, so it was, there was happy hour going on, and then it was like student college night type thing. And so we went, and it was just really, really fun. We got there around 6:30, and we didn't leave till like 11:30, almost 12. And just while we're there, there's just so many different type of people in Paris that while we were there, we met people from London, we met a girl from Germany. We met some guys that were at the table next door from Paris, but you know, meeting locals is a bit harder when you can't speak French, but I'll get there. But it was just really fun, and the drinks were maybe not American happy hour prices, but you know, it's happy hour, so it's better to pay that than what they actually cost when it's not happy hour. And so that was fun. Thursday was just a great, you know, meeting people from the group, so we got ourselves a little other group of people to hang out with, and that was just really cool. And then on Friday, they did a day trip to Fontainebleau, which I guess most people never have really heard about, because I know I didn't until we had to go on this field trip. And it wasn't mandatory, but, you know, you pay for it in your program, so you might as well. It was something about Napoleon. I probably should have paid attention or read up before I did this video, but oh well. Napoleon's summer castle, or Napoleon's castle just in general. Something to do with history of Napoleon, so, you know, good experience, but, you know, kind of not as exciting as something more exciting. And then after that, I tried a macaroon, which I'll put a picture up right after this, just in case you don't know what it is. To me, it reminds me of the little colorful Krabby Patties in that episode of SpongeBob. And then after that, we just came home, and then I believe we just kind of walked around the area again, just because that's all there was to do, because we got back kind of around 4-ish, and then I don't think we went out that night, so we just kind of relaxed, because we were super tired from having the whole week of meetings and waking up super early and adjusting and yada yada. Saturday, we went to the flea market, which I love flea markets because I'm cheap and I love them. I found some ankle booties, some little black ones for 15 euro. So I love saving money, and that was just a great buy of the day. And then from there we went to the mall, which was called the Forum des Halles. Spelled like Halles, but it's only all, because apparently in French you spell a word with 10 letters but only pronounce 2. So we went there, and that was really cool. It was just like a mall that you would think about in America. Of course, a little bit different. The McDonald's there, I know I shouldn't have ate McDonald's, I'm so American, but whatever. It was like 10 things on the item, and then everything was like double price, so no more McDonald's for me. And then that Saturday night, me and that same group of friends that hung out on that Thursday for happy hour, we went to the Saint Michel Notre Dame area to find some bar that we could go to, and because we don't know any local spots or specific bars, we just kind of jump to that area and then just look around and see what just pops out at us. We went to one bar at first with like this other group of people as well, and we only had one drink, and then it was kind of boring because it was just us, and then we left. And so we went down this street where there was just more bars. And we ended up going into a few of them, more in the Latin corner, where there's like salsa, bachata, all that type of dance clubs. But they were so packed that it would be ridiculous if you could dance in them. People could barely stand in the club, so bar, club, whatever. So we just kept walking, and then eventually we ran into this one bar, which I have no idea what the name of it was. But it was me, my roommate Jessica, and our friend Ashley. It was only 3 of us because the other ones left, and then one went home, unfortunately. But, and then one just slept in because she's lazy, and that's you, Kylie. Anyway, So, we went into that last bar, and it turns out it was somebody's birthday party, but we didn't know it was, so we were just kind of hanging in there, and people would come up to us and talk to us, and, you know, ask us, hey, do you know Paul? And we're just like, who's Paul? And they said it was the birthday kid, and so eventually by the end of the night, we did meet Paul, and he was a really drunk guy, so whatever. It was fun. And so the next day, we just kind of were really tired, and we rested, and then we went to go just walk around the area, because in Paris it is so fun to just hop on a metro or just wherever you are, just go around and walk in that area, in that city, because everything here is so beautiful no matter where you are. The architecture of all the buildings, it's just so different from home that you just enjoy it wherever you're at, even if you don't know where you are. And you can't really get lost because there's a metro stop on every corner, and as soon as you just hop into a metro, you can always find your way to the other metros through that just one. Okay, so now I'm starting with the second week, which is when we started school. So I go to the Catholic University of Paris, which in French it's still the same thing. Compared to the universities in America, which are like half a city, this one is just, it kind of blends in just with the rest of Paris's architecture, just when you look at the city and the walls, and it just, you would never even be able to tell that it's there except for the sign at the front. And I'm only taking 2 classes, and my first class is a French class because I'm a complete beginner, so je ne sais pas, I don't know. And so it's pretty cool. We have about like 20, 21, 22 in there, so we're a little packed, but the desks are so little that you feel claustrophobic, but whatever. The teacher is really, really awesome. She's so funny, and she's just great, and she just makes the 3 hours every day pass by so much faster. It's 3 hours Monday through Thursday is my French class from 10 to 1. And then my second class, because I was only allowed to take 2 classes for whatever reason, and my second class is an English class called International Relations, taught by a British woman, so it's okay. It's kind of slow and kind of boring, but I'll make it. And it's a 4-hour long class. Okay, so that night, since it was the first day of school, me and my friends decided to have a dinner for we made it through the first day of school. And then during the rest of the week, we didn't really go out Thursday because it started raining and it was just kind of windy and kind of bad. But we did go to the catacombs Friday morning. I heard that people do go down there through secret tunnel ways or whatever to either do black magic, satanic worship, just in case you want to go do that, you know. And they also go down there to have parties, so I don't think I would ever do that, but it's out there. Saturday morning, me and one of the girls in our little gang squad, whatever, Charlotte, we went to the agricultural fair here in Paris. We saw a bunch of really big fat pigs, some horses, you know, just a bunch of farmy agricultural stuff. And then there was like 7 buildings in total, and every building that you went into had like different stuff that they were demonstrating. So like some of it was like French products, and there was just like a bunch of food, a bunch of wine, a bunch of cheese. Cheese was everywhere. There was sausage everywhere, and then there was like little different country posts all over the place, and it took us 3 hours to get through this whole thing. And then there was one point where we went outside because we were trying to switch to another building, and we saw this really big crowd just right there at the door we were trying to go to. So me and Charlotte didn't know what was going on, but we were nosy anyway, so we just kind of stood there, and people would start like clapping and yelling, and I would just record because I had no idea what was going on, but I wanted to do it anyway. And then it turns out it was the president. So later that same day, me, Jessica, my roommate, Charlotte, Ashley is another girl I met here that's part of our little whatever, and she's from Texas too, so we're together. And then Kylie, she's it's all of us all the time that we go out, like on Saturdays and Fridays, and so that night we ended up going out, and we suck because, again, you know, we don't pick an actual location. We just say, okay, we're gonna go to this metro stop and get up and just walk from there to wherever we see people and all the bars, because we know that bars are there, supposedly. We ended up somewhere, Overcomp, something like that. I just ended up finding like this bar with like not too many people and kind of hidden just on a street. And so we just kind of went in there and made fun while we can. After that, Sunday, there was the Chinese New Year parade that was going to be going on at the Place d'Italie. And I thought it was going to be like really exciting and just big and fun and full of posts, like little posts for like Chinese food, just to try. It was on a street where there was a bunch of Chinese restaurants and like pho, whatever. But it was just so packed that I didn't want to eat at any of those places afterwards because it would have taken forever. Little things that I was gonna mention. The metro, first of all, smells like pee. And then you can buy a 1-month pass, which looks like this. Don't look at my photo. Oh, that's the wrong finger. Okay, let me just take that off. So it looks like this. You know, you have to put your name and you have to put a picture or else they get all fussy about it, whatever. And then on the back, this little thing right here is what you scan. And then you can use it as many times as you want. Unless you scan it twice, then you're kind of stuck for about 8 minutes or something like that. But yeah, you can use this all month, however long you want. It's awesome. And then for phones here, I had to buy this little cute thing that I haven't seen in a while. I haven't charged it for the last 4 days, and it has 2 bars left. Woo-woo. I wish all phones were like that, but whatever. And I got it at the SFR, which is, yeah, it's on the phone somewhere. I don't think you can see it, but yeah. By SFR, whatever. That's a phone company here, prepaid. This phone was about 20 bucks with the SIM card, and then you just buy a card to put the unlimited minutes on it for about 25 euros for 2 months. My next video will be about Germany for this weekend, and during that video I'll also give tips about, you know, what did I use to buy my ticket to get there, how much was it, other ways to get there like Ryanair, you know, the bus, the train, whatever. I'll talk about all that next time. So I'll see you guys then.